So now I'm going to put on tinted moisturizers. Oh, I forgot my primer. See, this is the thing I forgot. I knew I forgot something. Hey guys, what's up? It's Monica and welcome back to my channel. Happy New Year! It's 2022 and I am so excited to be in the new year. 2021 was an amazing year. You guys were awesome. I took a much needed break. I didn't post for about 2-3 weeks. But I did peak a little bit. I deleted my apps from my phone, but I would say I probably had at least 3 days of like no peeking, no cheating. I didn't have to submit anything or shoot anything, and I really just rested. But I have to say I had no idea what to do with myself because, yeah. I'm used to working, so when I'm not working, it's always awkward. So I was just like, I had no idea what to do. But anywho, it was a great holiday season. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be recording again. This is my first video of 2022. Yay. So before going on break and the holidays and everything, I did a poll here on YouTube just to see, if you guys wanted a Q&A, and it was an overwhelming yes. So I posted on Instagram to get some questions. I got a lot of really cool questions, and I got some here on YouTube as well. So I'm going to be answering about 20 questions as I do a Get Ready With Me. This is my first Get Ready With Me answering questions type video, so bear with me. And I have a new camera, so I'm still trying to get the hang of it. I actually recorded this already, and it was horrible in terms of the quality and just the settings. It's not a Canon anymore. All my cameras, and I've got maybe about 5 cameras, and they're all Canons, and I finally did a Sony. I think it's called the ZV something. I don't know. I'm going to link it. But it's a cool camera. Everything looks so good in the viewfinder, but when I downloaded it on my laptop, the quality, so I really didn't play around with the settings, which I probably should have done. That's my bad. But anywho, enough of all my rambling and blah blah blah, because the video is not too long, but it is somewhat long-ish and I don't want it to be too long. So I'm just going to dive right into the Get Ready With Me. Like I said, bear with me. This is a new camera, so if the lighting and stuff kind of goes in and out. So yes, as I was saying, already having more issues with this camera. My brother said I should just return it and get a different one. I might, but I'm going to use it to finish recording this part. But anywho, as I was saying, it's a great video. It's fun. I'm going to, I beat my face, so I share that with you guys. I will link everything in the description box. If this is your first time visiting, my name is Monica. I'm a fashion lifestyle blogger based out of Atlanta. And if you love fashion, and more fashion, make sure you subscribe, hit that notification bell so you never miss a video. And you get to learn about me in this video. So it'll be a fun little introduction. So I would just say welcome to the family in advance, because we're a vibe here, and this is, a fun little space, so I know you'll enjoy it. So just go on ahead and subscribe and like and all that good stuff. Anywho, let's get into the video. I do want to share my outfit before I do the whole Get Ready With Me thing, but I'll share the look and then we'll get into the questions and all that fun stuff. Yay! All right, so today's look features this fabulous white shirt. It's a little oversized, longer shirt from J. McLaughlin. I did a fun collaboration with them last year. So I picked up this shirt as well as this really cool denim blazer. I'm gonna come a little closer so you guys can see the detail. Like, I am obsessed with the stitching and the fringe detail. It's got the little pockets. You've got more of a square shoulder, so kind of adds a little bit more interest, which I love. I also kind of pulled out the sleeve so you can have the white piercing through, and then I've got the arm candy on both arms because the sleeves are somewhat shortish. It's not a 3/4 length sleeve, but it is not a longer sleeve, so I figured the white coming out would kind of add to that, and then the cuffs of the arm candy would just kind of extend the arm. That's a little style tip in case you have a shorter sleeve and you're not really sure what to do with that. So you can always play around with your sleeves, you know, just by adding a little bit more arm candy to your wrist to kind of create an illusion of an extension of the sleeve, and then just pulling out the shirt as well. Another thing I did is I only did about, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4 buttons, and just left it open because the jeans are very high rise. These are my Margiela jeans. I love them. You guys have seen them in hauls. They were also on my best purchase list. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you watch it because it is an amazing video. I share, I think, 30 items, my best, my not so sure, and my worst purchases of 2021. So check that out. And then shoes, we've got my Valentino Roman studs. I love these. I actually forgot I had them because I had them tucked away. But, you know, cleaning up my office for the new year, I saw them and I was just like, oh, I gotta wear them. So they look great with this outfit. And they're flat, so for those of you who are new and haven't seen me wear them. So they're really cool, very cool shoes. I am obsessed with them. All right, so earrings, I've got my extra large Lana gold hoops in 18 karat gold. I'm gonna come a little closer. So they're 18 karat gold, I'm obsessed with them. Then the usual suspects for arm candy, Michelle watch, Apollo bracelets, David Yurman, Lagos. We've got the Lagos ring here. And then that's a Judith Ripka, Hermes cuff, and Cartier cuffs on that side. Green nail polish is from my nail lady. I have no idea what the color is. It's is it shellac, the dipping one? Is that what? I can't remember what it's called. Like I said, it's been a long day. But anywho, let's grab a bag and perfume, and then I'm good to go. One moment, please. So for bag, we're gonna do the Fendi Verse. I love this bag. And then perfume, I feel like this look calls for Chanel No. 5. So we're gonna do that. All right, so this is the full look with the bag. Sprayed my little Chanel No. 5. If it was light outside, I would wear my Tom Ford gold oversized aviator glasses, but it's not. It's dark now. So, but this is the look. I'm obsessed with this outfit. It's fun, it's chic, it's elevated. Basically what I did was I took classic pieces, hence the shirt and the blazer, and I paired them with these very on-trend, very casual jeans, as well as the slides are also quite classic for the brand, but just kind of pairing the two creates kind of a very cool, casual, chic outfit. And my style in general has always been pairing classic pieces to make them look a bit more modern and contemporary, because at the same time I could have separated these pieces, wear them to work, tuck in the blouse into a nice dress, a pair of dress pants or a fitted skirt or whatnot, and just kind of wear it differently. So, you know, we all have classic pieces in our wardrobe that sometimes we just don't know what to do with it, or we don't know multiple ways to wear them. So don't hesitate to play around with what's in your closet, because something is probably meant to be workwear or a bit more conservative. It doesn't mean you have to wear it that way. You can always play around with your fashion. And then I'm adding this bag because I wanted to add a pop of color to the look. You've got pretty much every color in the rainbow with this bag, and the blue looks great, pairs well with the denim. So this is kind of like a fun take on the Canadian tuxedo, but we're breaking it up with white. So you still have the denim jacket, which is just a bit more modern. It has that very, you know, Coco Chanel tweed kind of look, but it's in denim. So I really like this look. It's really fun, easy to wear, very comfortable, and very stylish. My outfit of the day. Yay. All right, so let's get into the makeup. For those of you guys that have been rocking with me, you know I don't do a lot of makeup at all, but I will definitely, like, you know, put on my face and show you guys what I use and all that fun stuff. Right now, I have absolutely no makeup whatsoever. Um, I definitely have to say my skincare regimen has been just amazing and doing wonders for my skin right now. I am actually working with a brand, a skincare brand on Instagram, Dr. Dennis Gross, and that all comes out tomorrow. So if you guys are not following me on Instagram, make sure you follow me, and I kind of walk through my routine and whatnot. But let me know if you guys want me to share my skincare routine here. I can definitely incorporate it into a vlog or whatnot. So yeah, but definitely loving my skin and everything going on with it right now because it's pretty amazing. I think I'm gonna have a discount code on Instagram. If there is one, I will share it in the community section as well. So yeah, keep that in mind. But anywho, let's get started. I'm in my office. I never do makeup in my office, but of course I'm doing that for you guys here. So I brought everything down from my washroom, and yeah, I hope I don't forget any of the steps. I feel like whenever I'm recording makeup or doing this, I forget something. So hopefully I won't forget anything, and let's get started. All right. So first, I actually start with my powder, the setting powder, which is Laura Mercier. The brand gifted it to me. I work with Laura Mercier. I share that with you guys here too. So I start with that, but I have to make sure my skin is moisturized and all that good stuff. I've washed my skin with my Dr. Gross rather, and other products that I use. And now I'm just going to put, so my skin is nice and moisturized. But now I'm going to just put a little bit of setting powder on my face, not too much, just a little bit. And then I will set it with setting spray. This is Urban Decay. Also, pretty much, honestly, everything I use has been gifted to me by brands. So there's nothing here that hasn't been gifted, so I'll just put that out there. But I've been very fortunate to work with brands that I really love. The products work for me, so yeah. But this is Urban Decay, and I will link everything in the description box. Okay, so while we do that, I'm going to go into the first question. You guys have a lot of really cool questions. So the first question is, what do you do for a living? I think I say this all the time. I am a fashion and lifestyle blogger. So this is my job. I've been doing this for 5 years. This will be year 6. It is a very lucrative business. It is very time consuming. It is nerve-wracking. It is stressful. It's a lot more than the pretty pictures, but this is what I do full time. This is my job. I do have various sources of income. My major source of income, well, actually, you know what, that's another question, so I'll just get to that. So this question was really, what do I do for a living? That's what I do. I'm a full-time fashion and lifestyle blogger. Okay, second question, what inspired you to start blogging? So what inspired me to start blogging? Sorry, one moment. I have to think because I'm like, what did I do? What am I doing with the makeup? Like I said, talking, answering questions, telling you what I'm doing makeup-wise, all of this is like very new to me. I don't do it, but I will try and continue. Oh, this is CoverGirl, by the way. This is a concealer. So after I do that whole setting spray thing, I do my concealer. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. But yes, what inspired me to start blogging? Well, honestly, it was really my friends and family saying, I wish I could take you home with me. So for those of you who don't know, I have a background in luxury retail. I worked for various retailers, luxury retailers, for over 20 years. So fashion has always been my thing, even though I studied sociology and mass communication in university in Toronto. I always worked in fashion while I was in school. My mom used to sew clothes for us, so just watching her, I created a passion for fashion. So she used to make clothes for my sister and I would watch her, and I would literally start making my own patterns. I'm an artist, so for me, I would just start drawing designs. I started drawing patterns and making clothes. So I've always had this love for fashion, and creating garments and just dressing up. Just from looking at my mom really, and her friends were Nigerian. So, it's kind of like in our DNA to dress up and to party and to do all of that stuff. So just by watching my mom do that, it was kind of like I created a love for fashion, for dressing up. And that's really where my passion for fashion started. So that kind of led into the whole thing of, oh, with my clients, I wish I could take you home with me. So for me, that was kind of like the question that I was always trying to answer, even when I stopped working at retail, because I did take a break when I moved to the States to, finally like be with my husband and everything. So it was more so, okay, what am I going to do now that I'm on maternity leave? Everybody says they wish I could, share more of my style or share my passion for fashion and findings with them, because people who know me know that I love fashion. I love dressing up. I love seeing people dress up. So it was always like, oh, I wish you were there when I went shopping, or I wish, you were in my closet to help me pick stuff out. So someone suggested to start a blog. And back then, nobody was making money blogging or anything. The only people that I knew that had blogs were a few friends of mine in Toronto, but it was really more of a social type blog where you would, just meet people and stuff like that. So nothing about fashion. So I basically started a blog in response to friends and family saying that, I really should share my passion for fashion with other people. So my first post was so bad. Like when I say so bad, like horrendous. But I didn't spell check. I didn't do, like, it was just, okay, everyone's telling me I should start a blog, so here it goes, blah, 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 And then I remember writing about a pair of Tom Ford sunglasses that I loved. I don't know if you guys remember those big, round, bug-eyed Tom Ford glasses that were everything back in the day. I had them. I loved them so much. I had them in tortoiseshell. I had them in black. I remember whenever I would post them on Facebook, everybody would ask about them. That was kind of like my first post. And that's kind of how I started blogging. Really, it was just, I love fashion so much. Everyone has told me that I need to share it with other people. So I just started sharing. And Instagram it was first of all Facebook, and then Instagram kind of started, and I would share on Instagram. And then one of my girlfriends, who's a blogger, like I said, she was the first person that I knew that was blogging. She was like, just tag everybody, tag away, whenever you post. And I remember back then, the few other people in the space that were blogging that I met, they're like, oh, tagging is tacky and all of that. But it was through tagging that I really kind of blew up, and like brands noticed me. I remember when I got featured on Fendi, and just like that was kind of like back then nobody was really doing this, but brands were tagging me or reposting because I was wearing their stuff and I was tagging them. But anywho, I digress. That's how I started. That's what inspired me to start blogging, just my love of fashion and the need to share with others, or that desire kind of to share with others. Do you have another job? No. Kind of like what I said, I don't have another job. This job is demanding enough. It takes a lot. I run my website, which is kind of how I started, which alone is a full-time job. And then all my social media channels, I'm on Instagram, I'm on TikTok, Facebook, Pinterest, YouTube, and yeah, when I started, I was doing the whole blogging thing and working full-time. But I also didn't have all these different verticals, and I didn't have all these different streams of income coming in. So now, that's all I do. I do not have another job. I would not be able to sustain another job with the amount of work I put into the content and what I do right now. So this is all I do full time. I'm using a different concealer today, and I don't even know if it concealed anything, to be honest. But anywho, let's keep on going with this makeup. So yeah, we did the concealer. What's next? Yes. So now I'm going to put on tinted moisturizers. Oh, I forgot my primer. See, this is the thing I forgot. I knew I forgot something. Anywho, bear with me. It's still gonna look good. I knew I forgot something. I forgot the primer. But let's just skip right into the tinted moisturizer. I use Laura Mercier and Fenty. So I blend the two to kind of get a perfect color for me. And then these artisan brushes, they were gifted to me by the brand a while ago. I love them. But yes, so I got, the next question is, how do you make money for your luxury items? So how I make money for these luxury items? Through my job, through blogging, full-time, content creating. Because I've been doing this for such a long time, I have a very extensive resume, and I work very well with people and brands, and I really love what I do. So I'm able to work with a lot of really amazing brands, and it's not cheap to charge to do what I do. So yeah, and part of my job really is to share these luxury items with you guys, to review these pieces with you guys, and share my opinions, a professional opinion per se. I do have a background in leather goods, and denim. So, this is my job. So that's why I always say, don't ever feel like, okay, I have to buy because this person bought or this. No, because a lot of the people that you see doing this, at least full-time professionally, this is our job. So our job is to go out and buy these pieces and to share and review and to go over that with you. I also work with brands whereby I have to buy luxury items because that's part of my collaboration. So when I'm working with luxury retailers, I'm buying luxury items because I'm creating content around the items for the retailers that I work with. I remember a collaboration I did, I had to buy a Rolex, my siblings were like, huh? But that was the job. That was the requirement of the collaboration. This is my job. But in addition to that, I make an extremely good amount of money. This is, I've been able to surpass what I was making working full time in luxury retail, where I did very, very well. Back in the day, I was $1 million book. So I did very, very well and making a salary and commission off of that. Since I went full time, I have been making that much in a month. So like I said, this is a very lucrative job. It's just a lot of work. I always say anything that's good is never easy. So, for the person who sees this and like, oh yeah, I can do it, it's so easy, blah, blah, blah. It's not easy. There's so much more than the pictures. But yes, that is how I afford the luxury items you see. Plus this has been work. Luxury retail has been work for me for so many years. So I've been collecting and I've been doing all of this way before I started blogging. Okay, how did you get started? Any advice for someone starting out? How does one go about becoming an influencer? Where do you start? How did I get started? Basically, having my background, picking something I loved, and then just talking about it, talking about something that I truly love, that I know that I'm an expert at, that I have passion for. That's kind of how I started. Family members pushing me to do it, friends pushing me to do it, and just doing it. When I started, all these little things that are in place to help you, to guide you, as a blogger, none of that was available when I started. It was just really touch and go. And I just kind of created the space for myself because there weren't a lot of girls who looked like me as well doing what I was doing at the time. So yeah, I just really knew that I loved fashion and I wanted to share that with people. And it was authentically me just wanting to share with people. There was no money involved. So that's first and foremost. There was no money involved in the beginning. It was just literally what I had in my closet, redoing, styling, putting things together, and sharing that. So, and I remember one of my friends telling me that, this should never be just about money for you, or else you won't find the joy, or you'll stop. And really, in the beginning, it wasn't money. I didn't start making money until much later. I would say maybe 3 years in, because like I said, back then, nobody was making money from doing this. It was just something fun to do and a creative outlet. So, yeah. Mm. Honestly, I'm so loving my skincare routine right now because my skin looks amazing. I have not had a pimple in almost a month, and one just popped up, but you can't really see it. It's just right there. But anywho, yes, that is where do you start? I say you just start. I've had so many people come to me and say, "Oh, maybe I need to get a Chanel bag before I start, or maybe I need to do this." And I'm just like, "What does that have to do with anything? Just start. Whatever it is you're passionate about. You could be a doctor. You could be a gardener. Whatever it is, there is an audience for it. So share your passion first and foremost, and then it will expand. So for me, I started as a fashion blogger, but because people were interested in me, which I was like, why is anybody interested in me? Because I've always thought of myself as being boring. But, it starts with what you're passionate about. And then you have an audience and you have a community. And then you can go into other verticals. So, it started with fashion, but now it's more of a lifestyle brand. So, yes, I would say pick something you're passionate about and then go from there. Okay. What challenges have you experienced that thus have catapulted you to the success you are today? Challenges. A lot of challenges, I would say. I remember, oh gosh, I remember deleting my website more than once. That happened. I deleted my website. I remember trying to move from, I can't even remember the name of the platform. I started with the Google platforms, Blogspot, and then I went to another one, and I can't remember what it was called, but I kind of accidentally deleted everything, and then I'm now on WordPress, which has been a game changer for me. Love WordPress, but deleting my website, like just little things like that, having ups and downs, having my IG account hacked twice. There's been so many ups and downs. But at the same time, I really don't kind of consider them as challenges per se. I feel like they are opportunities to do better. So, people have asked me in the past, what would you have changed through this journey? And honestly, I don't know if I would have changed anything because everything, the ups and the downs, the good and the bads, have made me better. So yeah, I don't know. And I thought about this question when I saw it. And honestly, I can't think of any challenges. I guess losing my website kind of was one of those things where I was more mindful of how I presented the content or how I was, running the website at the back end. And yeah, but that was kind of, it's funny. That was a question that I was just like, there's so many things that, in my opinion, that have catapulted me to success, to being successful. And I don't know if I would say they're challenges. That's why I kind of struggled with this question. But yeah, I hope that makes sense. Yeah, let's go to the next one. What is your advice for an aspiring YouTuber or blogger? What is my advice? My advice would be to make sure you pick something you are absolutely passionate about. And I feel like I've said that already. This job, even though it's fun and it has a lot of great advantages, it could also be very tiring and very nerve-wracking, depending on your community depending on what you talk about. It could be a little divisive in terms of like people trying to put you down or whatnot. I've been very fortunate, let me knock on wood, in the last couple of years to just have not the last, ever since I've started, I've always had a positive community. I rarely get negativity. So, but that can be very challenging. So I would say, as an aspiring blogger, make sure that you pick something you absolutely, absolutely love, because when the challenges come, when the negativity comes, when you're not able to, probably deliver as much as you want, or you're not getting brand deals or whatnot, just make sure that it's something you love. So that way, it doesn't feel as difficult. Yeah, because all of these things will happen. So as an aspiring influencer, blogger, YouTuber, first and foremost, pick something you want to share with an audience that you absolutely love. Number one. Number two, get ready to work. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. So just get ready to work. Yeah, and just be good, be kind, be nice. People like nice people. So if you really want to grow and do well, in my opinion, just be a good person. And I feel like that will kind of like, come out when you're talking and when you're sharing with your audience. And then also be consistent. Consistency is so key. I've been doing this for 9 years, and I've been consistent for 9 years. Anyone who has been following me since day one knows I have never taken a break. I am consistent, and always trying to do better. There you go. So yeah, this was these are like, I guess it's like concealer powder or something, or I don't know. Kill it. I've had this forever, and that's what I use. Okay. Let's go to the next question. I hope I'm answering all these questions right. Like at least giving enough information for you guys. So, but if anything, if you have any more questions, please do not hesitate to ask. So the next question is, how do you balance work, influencing, and personal life? I thought about this one. I won't lie, it's hard. Like very, very, I feel like I spat. It's very, very hard. I'm still trying to, find that happy medium. Last year I found myself working a lot, like a lot, even with an assistant. I felt like I was drowning like every day. So, when I see how do you find balance, I didn't feel like I had balance. But I've had years where I did feel like I had more balance. I still found time to hang out with my friends. I found time to be with family. Last year and the year before was a little difficult because of COVID, because even if I wanted to, I was just so paranoid being that I have a son that's high risk. But I feel like what I've done is just stopping. And then also, I've been very diligent with my content calendars and just creating schedules and timelines for myself. That has been extremely helpful. So by doing that, I've been able to actually stop and get time with the family. Definitely not as much as I would like, considering it's my business. And the whole idea of owning a business is that freedom. But that's the myth. When you own your own business, you don't have all the free time you think you would have unless you build a team. So also one of the things that have helped me is building a team. Right now I don't have an assistant, so I'm pulling back a little bit on my workload. And this is one of the things that I learned from last year is it's okay to pull back. I know you guys will bear with me when I'm not posting as much or if I'm not updating the website as much, because I feel like my personal sanity is also very important, and I need to do that. But even having an assistant last year, it was just so much. So now that I don't have an assistant, I'm trying to pull back a little bit until I get an assistant. But in the meantime, I still have a good team. I have my agent. My agent has an assistant, so I kind of have the two of them working with me. I have a strategic manager. I have a company that I use that they help me with my videos. I still make about 2 videos on my own each month, but I'm probably going to pull back on those 2 videos and just let them take care of everything. Right now I'm just, adding people to my team. That helps, and that gives me more time to, spend time with my kids, my husband, my siblings. So that's kind of, what I would say I use. Having those things, those tools in place help me create more time to find that balance. Can we get more vlogs? Honestly, yeah, because the vlogs are actually really fun. I really thought my vlogs would do so bad because I'm just like I said, I felt like I don't do anything fun. Mind you, I do. I know I do. But yeah, now that you guys actually really like the vlogs, of course, so more vlogs to come. Who first introduced you to fashion as a kid? My mom. My mom, like I said, my mom used to sew beautiful dresses for my sister and I, my younger sister. My big sister's a lot older than us, and all of us actually. But I just remember her sewing clothes for my sister and I. Oh, this is Lumini. When I was in Finland, we visited the brand. If you guys watched my Finland vlog, you saw this. But yes, they gave this to me, and it just kind of adds like a shimmer on your cheeks, and I really, really like that. And then I use one of these brushes to kind of like, I don't even know if I'm using the brushes right, but this is what I do. I'm just like, if it does the job, it does the job. So if you are a makeup artist and I'm doing this wrong, please just bear with me. It's all about just making it work. So I have so many brushes, and I honestly don't know what to do with half of them. But I make it work. So it just adds a nice little glow. So we like the glow. But yes, what was the question again? Oh, my mom. Sorry, guys. My mom first introduced me to fashion, watching her use the patterns to, make clothes and all that. That inspired me to kind of, start making my own clothes. I remember the first time, even doing my own hair, I would do all of that. And my mom had no idea until like I made my first dress, and then I made I did my hair, and she was like, "Who gave you money to do your hair? Where'd you get your hair done?" And I was like, "I did it myself." She didn't even believe me. But yeah, just watching her friends dress up. Oh, Nigerian women can dress up. If you haven't been to a Nigerian wedding or a party, do check one out, because yes, we love to dress up. But just watching them, and I remember them always saying, when I would go and admire them and like, "Oh my God, you guys look so pretty." And my mom and her friend would say, "We work so hard for our stuff. So when you grow up, you go out and buy what you like and blah, blah, blah." So, honey, did I ever go out and buy what I like? So yes, I literally took that advice to heart. But yeah, that's kind of where my love for fashion started. Oh, this is from Charlotte Tilbury. They're like bronzers, glow bronzers, and I usually just do that with a darker one. And then I use the other side of the brush to kind of run it through my nose just to kind of highlight a little bit. And then I do it on top here too. And then use that back part to just kind of let it blend in. And then I add, what's next? Blush. And this is a Charlotte Tilbury blush. Love this. So yes, what is the next question? Why did you choose to live in Atlanta instead of Canada near your loved ones? The husband. Yes, so I moved to Denver first from Toronto because I met my husband 20 years ago on a vacation in Miami, and he is the reason why I moved. So yeah, when the whole financial bubble happened, he lost his job like so many other people, and we decided that, Denver was no longer it for us, and it was between Atlanta and Houston, and he picked Houston. I was just like, sure, whatever, I'll go wherever. I'm like, whatever. So yeah, that's how we ended up moving to Atlanta. I go home, well, prior to COVID, at least twice a year. So I go to Toronto twice a year. So I see my siblings all the time. We talk every day. So I really don't feel, and then just with technology now where you can see people, so I really don't feel like I'm missing them because I know everything going on with them. They know everything going on with me. So, and being that we're in Atlanta too, we're so close to Toronto. So being in Atlanta was probably the best decision, even though in the beginning I hated Atlanta, but now I love it. It's definitely grown on me. It's given me so many opportunities. So I'm so grateful to be here. And it allows me to travel really easy. Like it's just close to everywhere and everything. So yeah. How do you feel deep inside, health wise and emotionally? No one's ever asked me that question. That's a very interesting question. How do I feel? Health wise, I'm healthy. I've always been a very healthy person, thank God. I hate going to hospitals or going to see the doctors, so I'm very grateful that I'm healthy. I try to live as healthy as possible. I don't smoke. I barely drink. I do drink occasionally, but really I'm the lightweight. So I feel good inside, health-wise, like healthy. Mentally, every now and then, I struggle, just like everyone else. I feel like last year was a huge struggle for me because I'm one of those people that I try to think the best of everybody, and I try to believe that everybody's a good person deep down inside, and there's just miscommunication. And I felt like with everything that happened in 2020, it was just like, gosh, people really don't like me because of the way I look. And I've obviously, I've known that, but it was just different. It was different that year. And you guys let me know how you felt too, how you felt about all of that. But it just was like a slap in the face. And it was hard. Watching the news was hard. All of it was hard, actually. which funny, ooh, getting a little emotional, but yeah. So I still struggle with that. I try not to watch the news as much because it's just a lot and it weighs on me, and I'm an emotional person. I don't show it, but I am a very emotional person. So I have my ups and downs like everyone else. I've had friends who really broke down last year, and I felt like I wasn't there for them because obviously I was struggling too. It's true what they say. I saw a quote somewhere where it's like, where they said, check upon your strong friends, because someone is strong and they put up this whole persona that all is well. That doesn't necessarily mean all is well, myself included. So yeah, interesting question. Trying to make me cry. But yes, I'm definitely in a good headspace, I would say. But like I said, just like everyone else, I have my ups and downs. So, but yeah. Great question. Thank you. Next question. Do you actually dress up every day? Hell yeah! I do. I do. Even when I dress down, I make a point of it to just add some kind of stylish flair to it. Because I'm in Atlanta, I feel like it's a little hard to like dress up because people don't really dress up here. But I still dress up. I work from home. I sit in my office. I don't put the shoes on unless I'm going out because we have a no shoe policy in the house. I do give myself some weekends. If I'm just in a lazy mood, I literally sit in my PJs all day. So I do that maybe on the weekends once in a while, not all the time, but I do enjoy doing that every now and then, just not thinking or just being in my PJs all day long. So, but for the most part, yes, if it's a work day, I'm dressing up. Best and believe. I enjoy it. This is how I see it. The same amount of time you used to put a hoodie on or sweatpants or whatever is the same amount of time I would use to put on a fabulous dress and a fabulous blouse. So why not? I hope my lighting is not going in and out too much for you guys. I apologize if it is. I have a new camera and I'm still trying to get the hang of it. So let me just apologize in advance, but it's a really good camera though, so just bear with me on that. And the face is looking pretty good so far. I think now all I have to do, I have to put on my powder, or my finishing powder, which is from Charlotte Tilbury, and then I'll do my eyebrows. I kind of do my eyebrows the last. I might do shadows. I just got my lashes done, so I don't like putting eye makeup on when I have my lashes done because then I have to wash around the lashes, and I'm supposed to not get water around it for 24 hours. So at least this way I don't have to like put the water on, but bear with me on that. I might just do a little bit because I've got all these amazing pencils from Laura Mercier. You guys know I work with Laura Mercier. I shared a discount code. I'm not sure if it's still working. I'll put it in the description box just in case. But Cicely also sent me some colorful pencils, so I might try these. We'll see. Let's keep on going. I'm almost finished, so if I'm finished all the questions, I might not do the eyes. Do you ever resell your closet items? Yes, I do actually. But because I don't have the manpower to label everything and to post it online, I just have my girlfriends, siblings, or friends come over, and I sell things for like $5 or $10. That's usually what I do. I'm like, $5 or $10. Take what you want, $5 or $10. But with the designer shoes and bags, I do sell them relatively higher because they cost a lot of money. I started selling some bags. This is the thing about me. Anything that comes into on that wall or any bag that I purchase, I usually really love it. So selling is really hard for me. But I know as I continue to build the collection and continue to review for you guys, I don't have but a choice but to sell because I have nowhere to put everything, and I really don't like clutter. I'm not a fan. I will start selling more, so stay tuned for that. Give me a second, guys. I'm going to turn on the lights because it just feels like it's too dark. I sold quite a few of my Dior bags this past year. So we'll see. I feel like I really like where my bag collection is right now, but I will probably definitely sell some stuff this year. And of course, I will let you guys know, so stay tuned for that. Why not start your own label? This is something that, you know, I've toyed with the idea for a very, very long time. It really just, it's getting everything together. So this is something that I will do. So stay tuned. It's just, you know, putting things in place. So it will happen. It will happen. Like I said, I can sew a garment from beginning to the end. I didn't study design, but I did take the business of fashion. I've self-taught myself how to create garments. So it is something that you guys will get from me soon. So bear with me, be patient. I feel like all good things take time. So it will come, I promise. And don't worry guys, you'll be the first to know. Okay, what is your favorite brand right now? Oh, that's an interesting question. Someone's at my door. Who's that? Emma. Hi, Emma. You want to come and say hi? Yes, you can say hi. Let me see. Hi. You have to get up.
Hi. Taller than you now.
You are taller than me. I need the light. The light just went really low for some reason, so I need to put my mirror so I can see what I'm doing. Are you still in class?
No, I'm done with school for the day.
Oh, wow. Lucky you. Okay, well, Mommy has to finish this, so I'll see you later.
Bye, Mommy.
Bye. Okay. All right, so this is what we have so far. I still need to do lips. What else do I need to do? Just lips and eyebrows. So let me do my eyebrows right now. What is my favorite brand? Now, that's a good question. I love fashion. I love fashion. And there are so many great brands, great designers. So that is actually a very hard question for me, because I feel like every brand has something to offer. But let's just, because there are so many brands that I truly love, I would say the brand that I feel like I'm most invested in right now is Fendi. I clearly have an obsession with Fendi. Oh my God, they sent me the most yummy chocolates for the holidays. That's basically what I'm eating. This is my lunch and my coffee as I do this. But yes, Fendi. Where's that's that bag there. They kind of made the chocolates kind of mimic this, which I thought was really cool. But yes, Fendi is probably who I'm checking for the most right now. Just, I'm kind of obsessed with what they're doing. The workmanship, the price point is a bit more reasonable. So yes, I would say Fendi is that one brand right now that I would say is probably my favorite. So I'm using Bobbi Brown powder. I don't know what color it is. I've had it forever. And I just kind of fill my eyebrows in that way. I don't know if I can talk while I do this. I will try. What are your all-time favorite bags and shoes? Oy. Now that's a hard question. That is actually a hard question because there's so many favorites for me. So I really don't... I don't know. Right now, I would say for right now, maybe the Fendi first, because that is the, other than the Chanel classic flap, that is the one bag that I have multiples, and that, you know, normally I don't have multiples of a bag. So between the Fendi first and the Chanel 19, those are probably my favorite bags right now, because those are the bags that I adore. They're the bags that are just, that sum up my personality, my style. Yeah, I would say, because they're a good mix of classic and contemporary, and I like that. That is my style. So I guess I don't have one favorite bag. It would be between the Fendi first and the Chanel 19. I hope I'm getting my eyes right properly. I don't have enough light. I usually do this with a lot more light, and my magnifying mirror, the light just went off. So I'm like, okay, let's keep on going. But yeah, and then you guys know I need glasses. So mind you, my glasses are here. When I'm finished, I'll share the glasses with you guys. Okay, so I just realized that I did not insert the clip of my glasses. So here they are. They are Jacques Marimage. I love them. They're kind of like an olive green tint, and they just fit very, very well. I'm kind of obsessed. And for those of you who watched my best and worst purchases, I did list the Jacques Marimage clear pair as a maybe, because I wasn't sure if I would buy them again. Then someone suggested that I put my prescription in that pair, and I did that. So I dropped them off. They're gonna put my full prescription in the pair. So yes, I've now pushed them up to one of the best purchases. If you haven't seen that video, here's a thumbnail. Make sure you watch it. Yeah, and we love the glasses. Yay. Now back to the video. But yeah, shoes, I don't know. You know what? I do know. I would say right now, my favorite pair of shoes are probably not probably. Well, that's hard because I love, when I say I love my match and match shoes, I'm obsessed. But at the same time, I am obsessed with the Bottega stretch sandals because they're comfortable. It is so hard to find shoes for big feet that are stylish, on trend, and comfortable. So I give that to Bottega. I would just say the Bottega stretch. Definitely the Bottega stretch sandal. 3 more to go, guys. Okay, so what are your best luxury brands with good resale value? Well, that is kind of like, you know, it's Chanel. Because Chanel and Hermes, I would say some could argue that Chanel has surpassed Hermes in terms of resale value, only because they have been able to jack up prices consistently with no repercussion whatsoever. We as the consumer continue to support a brand that continues to, literally, it's like highway robbery, myself included. So they probably are worth every penny in terms of, you know, if you want to invest in a bag that will have longevity and you'll be able to sell it again. So when I was in Toronto, me and my sister were just, you know, we were going through Chanel.com. You can check out my Toronto vlog. And the bag, my first Chanel bag, which I purchased, I would say, I think it was 2008. Caviar, you guys have seen it. It's over there. I got it for 2,750 Canadian. I tell you guys this all the time whenever I'm doing the bag videos. But that exact bag is now 10,750 Canadian. How? Like, the foolishness of that is just unreal to me. So, 2008, like, how many years ago was that? Yes, there's a good amount of time in between, but that's just insane. It's insane. I remember when I placed my first order for a Birkin. At the time, they were 5,000. I didn't end up purchasing it, but at least the bag is now, what? It's like 8,000-9,000. You know, so yes, there's been an increase, and that was I think I went in to make my first order like maybe 2006 or 2007, or maybe even earlier than that. So, you know, considering that long amount of time, yes, there's been an increase, but the quality hasn't diminished. That's the difference. Chanel's quality has diminished, but yet they, you know, they can request a higher price point because we indulge it. So if you need a bag, good resale value, Chanel 100%. After Chanel, Hermes. How did 2021 treat you? Honestly, even with all the craziness, 2021 was an absolutely amazing year for me. 2020 was a good year for me in terms of like financials and doing well as a blogger, but 2021 surpassed that. I got to literally travel the world. I met so many amazing people. I did not get sick. I thank God. You know, so 2021, even though it had a lot of rough moments, it was truly a blessing. I saw this community grow in a way I didn't even expect it would, and I'm truly grateful. So just having such a good community, and just being able to do so many great things for myself, for my family. You know, 2021 was a really good year. It did treat me very well, and I'm very, very grateful. I'm grateful for the highs. I'm grateful for the lows. I'm grateful to still be here. So I'm grateful for 2021. And 2021 also taught me so much. Now I feel like I'm better equipped to maximize my time better, to not take for granted my relationships, to be intentional. So yeah, very, very grateful for 2021. Let me do this brow so I can get these lips done. So give me 1 second while I do the brows real quick. Okay, so normally when I'm doing my eyebrows, I'm by my sink, I wet my brush, and I'm not. So I'm going to use my pencil to kind of just line it up properly because I'm very anal about my brows. They need to be perfect always. So I'm just going to use this pencil. It's Anastasia Brow Wiz. This I actually bought. This is probably the only thing I bought. This I bought, and it's really good. So I'm going to just use that to make the lines a bit more pronounced. What are your expectations for 2022? Big plans. Honestly, my expectations for this year are just to do better. You know, my expectations for myself every year is to do better than the last year. To take the highs and lows of last year, apply it to this year so I can be a better person, so I can be a better content creator. 2021 taught me to value my time more. It taught me to never settle, to know my worth, even though I've always felt like I've known my worth, but to really know my worth, do not hesitate to ask for things. Funny enough, Ali, who you guys have seen in some of my vlogs, photographer, amazing photographer, you know, she was telling me about this study where just ask. The worst that can happen is somebody will say no. And when we were in Finland, she asked for a little bit of an outrageous ask, and they happily said yes to us. But the way she asked, you know, it was nice, it was polite, it was innocent, and I was just like, you know what, you're right. So I've always had this fear of rejection. So sometimes I would hesitate to ask for things that I would want. So now 2021 taught me that it's okay for someone to say no to me. It's okay. It's not the end of the world. So I will ask. So if I travel, I want flowers in my room, I'll ask. If I want candles, I'll ask. If I want something a little bit outrageous, I will ask. So, you know, I would say that is one thing for me this year. My big plan is to be intentional in relationships and friendships, in work, and to not be afraid, to be fearless. What are your guys? I want to know. This is I know this is like my question thing, but I'm so curious to know, what are your guys' plans for 2022 as well? What are the things you learned and what do you want to take into the new year? Like I said, for me, it's all about being intentional this year with everything I do, asking for what I feel like I deserve and what I've worked hard for. So yeah, those are kind of like my big things for this new year. Yeah. And then also to a lot of just amazing collaborations. There's a few amazing brands that I'm working with already. So I can't wait to share all of that with you guys. Got to do my lips. I can't talk. One moment. We're almost done. I promise. I just lined my lips with NARS. This is a lip pencil. Precision liner. I can't remember the name of the color. I don't see it, but I will find it. And then I'm going to use this Laura Mercier lip color. All right, guys. Thank you so much for watching my Get Ready With Me Q&A. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope I answered all your questions. If you have any more questions or if there's anything else you want to know, just leave a comment in the comment section and I will try my best to get to everything. Like I said, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys. Guys, if you've been rocking with me this long and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you waiting for? Make sure you subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. That way you don't miss anything. This is going to be a good year of a lot of amazing videos, so make sure you guys subscribe. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram. It's Odd by Moni, as well as TikTok, and don't forget to check out my website, oddbymonica.com. It's always a pleasure creating these videos for you, and I'm looking forward to creating so many more amazing videos in the new year. Also, like I said, I want to know what you guys have planned for the new year. What does 2020 hold for you? Let's share, and let's make it a fun community. So very happy for this community. Thanks for watching and see you in the next one. Bye, guys.